Where's the bang bang, Preston? Come on.
I can't breathe.
Pub Sports Radio. Come find us in Southtown 101. Subscribe on YouTube and all platforms where podcasts are found.
What is going on, guys? My name is Taylor Stuber, and I'm here to break down some of my favorite plays for this preseason NBA slate on Draftkings and Fanduel.com. If you guys are new here or haven't done so already, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Like this video, would really appreciate it if you guys could do that. But yeah, if you guys have taken heed to my advice in these last couple of videos, you have probably been pretty damn successful. 3 of the 4 plays that I gave away the first night were top 10 scores at different price ranges. Last video, 2 of those 3 plays were top 10 scores as well. Thanasis and Antetokounmpo, didn't do us many favors, but he was the bare minimum. And if you guys were in my Discord, which you definitely should be, completely free, linked down below, we moved on to a lot of Jordan Nwora to save a lot of salary. And then that game ended up getting canceled due to a faulty fire alarm and sprinkler in the stadium. Was something to behold, but that is preseason NBA in a nutshell. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at Taylor Stuber. If you guys want to check out my longer form content, you can follow me on YouTube. I have about a 25-minute video breaking every single game and team down. That is also linked down in the description. If you guys want my game notes, my full FanDuel lineups, amongst other things, my cheat sheets, DraftKings player cores, make sure to check out my Patreon linked in the description. $25 for the rest of the month, less than $1 a day a month. So you get all of these game notes that are updated throughout the day. And when it comes to preseason NBA, you want to be up to date on the news. That is how you are going to become profitable, because a lot of these bigger sites, all of the bigger sites are not playing this stuff. And so it leaves a lot of edge to be had, and we are here to take advantage. But we will start up top with my favorite play on the entire slate, and that is going to be one Nikola Jokic. We know Jamal Murray is going to be out in this game. Will Barton is doubtful. I don't think he is going to play. But if we go back to last season, take Jamal Murray off of the court, we get Nikola Jokic with a massive sample size, 1,470 minutes. Leads the team in pretty much everything, an 18% total rebound percentage, a usage percentage of 34.1%. And he is even the top assist man with a 39% assist percentage while averaging 1.64 fantasy points per minute. He missed game 1 due to just general rest, but we do know that Michael Malone with this Denver Nuggets team will play his team into the third quarter in these preseason games. We go back to last year. In a very similar situation in the same exact matchup against the Golden State Warriors, Nikola Jokic ended up playing 23 minutes, and he had 26 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal. He is my favorite spend-up option on the entire slate. And we did just get some breaking news in the last hour that opened up a ton of value that we didn't have earlier on in the day, and it really makes it viable to get up to a guy like Nikola Jokic today. If you guys are playing on FanDuel where there is no salary, make sure to lock in Nikola Jokic anyways. Now, some of that breaking news came on the side of the Pelicans. Obviously, we already knew that Zion Williamson was going to be out, and Lonzo Ball and Eric Bledsoe are no longer with the team. But Brandon Ingram, who originally was one of my favorite plays on the entire slate, went through shoot around, and they decided to rest him today. So he is also not going to be playing. So we are going to get a bunch of young guys today, and I fully expect Nickeil Alexander-Walker to absolutely crush today. We take all 4 of those guys off the court last year in 186 minutes. He led the team with a 28.6% usage rating. He was with a 21.5 assist percentage, which leads the team in the absence of these guys, all while averaging 1.15 fantasy points per minute. He's going to be very, very popular. It doesn't matter to me if he's coming off the bench, if he's starting, doesn't matter. He played 22 minutes last game out, and that was with him dealing with foul trouble in the first half. I wouldn't expect that to happen. If you guys know me, we know that we do not try to predict foul trouble especially in preseason. I think he plays anywhere from 22, 24, 26 minutes in this game, all while averaging well over a fantasy point per minute. Love Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And on Fanduel as well, I think that even with all 6 teams on the slate and with him being a cheaper guy on DraftKings, I still think that he is a fine play in a vacuum. And then we'll move over to the last play of the slate, which is a different play for me. Usually I do not play this man, but it is going to be Marvin Bagley. If you could take a look at the DraftKings slate, the weakest position by far is the power forward position. But Marvin Bagley is only 4,900, which is very, very affordable for him. We do know that this Kings team will play their guys deep into the third quarter. He played 21 minutes last time out, while the rest of the starters played. Rashawn Holmes played 18 minutes, and then the other guys played 23, 24 minutes. I think that Bagley could end up playing somewhere in the 23, 24 minute range as well. You go back to last year, Marvin Bagley had a assist or a usage percentage of 26%, which was second on the team, just behind De'Aaron Fox, averaging just over a fantasy point per minute at 1.03. And 4,900 is just a very, very affordable price tag for him compared to the rest of the Kings guys who are priced up in that 8K price range. I think that he is just entirely too cheap. And with how weak the position is, I'm going to be getting to a lot of Marvin Bagley. But yeah, before we get to my favorite bet of the play, which hit last game, it was the Houston Rockets money line. They won pretty comfortably at the end of the game. It was pretty close down to the wire, but then they won by a good margin. So before I get to that play, a word from our sponsor. So my favorite sports bet of the day is going to be the Sacramento Kings plus 2.5 points at minus 115. So we know that what I was talking about earlier, the Sacramento Kings are probably going to play their starters all the way throughout the third quarter. And they have a decent couple backups like Davion Mitchell, who are going to play into the fourth quarter. So I think they are going to be trying a lot harder. The rotation is going to be a lot tighter than the Los Angeles Clippers, who they are going to return Paul George, Nicholas Batum, and Markieff Morris, who missed last game, or Marcus Morris rather. But the Tyronn Lue has never played his starters, really past the first half in preseason games. We saw last game, Eric Bledsoe, Reggie Jackson only played one stint. Like, that was seldom in these first 2 days that we saw players only play one stint. Ivica Zubats only played 11 minutes. And they really just ran their backup guys like Amir Coffey, Terrence Mann, and Luke Kennard deeper into the game. And I think that the Kings backups are quite a bit better than the Los Angeles Clippers. And even in the first half, I think that the Kings can be competitive with the Clippers. And if you guys want to sprinkle the money line at plus 115, I don't mind that as well. Let's keep this streak alive, keep the momentum going. Appreciate you guys being here. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit that like button. Really helps us out. But best of luck tonight. And until next time, peace.